If you're a Chelsea fan, I understand you find yourself in real-time difficulty after another painful loss this time round against Atalanta in Italy yesterday in the UEFA Champions League. And obviously, Maresca is a part to blame in that encounter because we understand in recent times we've had real-time difficulty and our squad depth hasn't been the best of kind. But our first half against Atalanta wasn't waste equally. All of a sudden, we come for the second half, and Maresca's controversial substitutions lead us to now playing with six defenders, including Malo Gusto and Rich James in central midfield. How were we to create enough chances with six defenders playing against that Atalanta team? Were we even to do that against that side? Now, if football mathematics is to be respected, now it's very difficult. We find ourselves in very bad situation because it looks like we might not be able to qualify straight for the UEFA Champions League knockout phase unless probably through playoff stages. Because, like I said, if mathematics should be respected, now our two matches left before the knockout phases are against Pafos at home. And honestly, Pafos are doing well in the tournament. Then after which we need to play Napoli this time around. If we were unable to beat Atalanta, that side, who currently are worse off compared to Napoli, then how do we back ourselves to grab full 3 points against Napoli, who are equally fine away from the bridge? I'm not very sure. Dear Chelsea fan, how do you feel over this predicament we find ourselves in, our poor run of form both in the Premier League and in the UEFA Champions League? Let me have your opinion in the comment section. I mean, it's not been good enough. If in the UEFA Champions League, two clubs we've beaten are Benfica, who currently are at 31st on the league log, and Ajax right on the rock bottom of the table without a single point, then if you are a Chelsea fan, you can be sure of what the future foments for us, because even against the likes of Karabakh, we struggled. So now how sure can we be that if we are made to play through playoffs for the knockout phase of the UEFA Champions League, we will be able to beat hands down our opponent? I mean, this is bad. But of course, our thrashing victory against FC Barcelona should be enough for UEFA to even give us a trophy at this stage of the tournament. I've got to move on. I'm even getting emotional, but I cannot do so without highlighting my boy Josh Acheampong. Yesterday, despite a poor form, the teenage was phenomenal, made some crucial blocks that could have easily resulted into goals. Mate, this boy requires play time. Remember, this is your Football Rocket with your mad levels. Please contribute to the growth of this community by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also remember to turn on notifications. So whenever I come out here, you'll be the first to have a notification. Elsewhere, away from Chelsea, the struggle, the agitation between Mohamed Salah and his head coach Arne Slot continues, as the Egyptian was not even named on the bench in yesterday's Liverpool UEFA Champions League encounter against the Italian side Inter Milan, in which they won by a single goal. In an interview after the match, Arne Slot, it was inquired from him how likely is it that Mohamed Salah in the future will be selected. And for the impression I had from the reply of Arne Slot at this point requires an apology from Mohamed Salah. That is what I deduced from his reply, which isn't going to happen. There's no sign of it happening anytime soon. Then finally, in the encounter between Real Madrid and Manchester City today in the UEFA Champions League, there is a growing pessimism and nerves on the side of Xabi Alonso, the head coach of the Madridistas. There is a feeling that should Alonso lose this encounter against Manchester City, there is a higher likelihood that he might be sacked. I hope this doesn't happen. Probably a draw. So it becomes kind of a fair result between Pep Guardiola and Xabi Alonso. Please, thank you very much for your time with me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure we meet here in my next release. It's always a pleasure.